Newcastle Tower, good morning, runner 99, established on the localizer, our ILS-25, inbound, 5 miles.
Ryanair 909er, Newcastle Tower, winds 310 at 8, runway 25, cleared to land.
Copy the wind, clear to land. Runner 99.
Leo Tower, Derby Duke 6060 Yankees, holding short of run 0 for IFR departure.
Turbine Duke 60 Yankee, runway 10, winds 100 at 7, cleared for takeoff.
Takeoff 10, 6060 Yankee.
Okay, so what is our plans for today?
Today we'll focus on practicing advanced navigation techniques and preparing for our approach into Innsbruck. We can also cover any specific areas you're interested in, like emergency procedures or ATC communications. What do you want to dive into first? That sounds like a fantastic plan. Flying to Marseille in the A320 will be a great opportunity to discuss advanced procedures. We can cover topics like efficient climb profiles, approach techniques, and how to handle ATC communications effectively. Let's make it an educational experience for everyone on board. Great! Let's get started on our flight to Marseille. We'll focus on the A320 systems and procedures as we go. Ready for takeoff?
Yep, wir sind ready. Und zwar schauen wir uns erstmal an. Hier erstmal brauchen wir keine Jetbridge. Das macht ja keinen Sinn, sondern ja, Fuel Truck brauchen wir. Dann brauchen wir noch einen Battle Gauge Truck. Und dann eine Jetbridge, aber ich denke, hier gibt es ja keine. Ah, verstehe. Ich würde hier ganz kurz DLSS anmachen. Sollte eigentlich jetzt etwas schneller laufen. Ja. Perfekt. Dann wollen wir langsam mal die Flieger starten. Dafür müssen wir hier hoch. Battery bei über 25,5. Zack. External Power.
Diamond Papa Bravo Alpha. Information is current. Cleared to Liège via the Beck V4 X-ray departure, then is filed. Departure runway 13. Initial climb 5,000. Departure on 130.28 squawk 6723.
Clear to Liège via Beck 4X departure. Departure runway 13, climb 5,000 feet, and contact departure on 130.28. Squawk 6723, Diamond Papa Bravo Alpha.
Diamond Papa Bravo Alpha. Readback's correct. Good job.
So, dann wecken wir die Flieger mal ein bisschen auf. Und frag mal unseren Mentor hier, der jetzt gerade imaginär da ist. Weil es ja hier keine Ground Frequency oder Clearance Frequency gibt auf Innsbruck, wo wir uns dann melden müssen. Hey man, do you have an idea where I have to sign in because of the clearance? So where I can get my clearance, because here in Innsbruck there is no clearance or ground frequency. We have the center and the tower frequency.
To obtain your clearance here in Innsbruck, you typically need to contact the Innsbruck Tower on 120.1 for clearance delivery. If they don't have a dedicated clearance frequency, they may provide you with the necessary information when you contact them. Make sure to mention your aircraft call sign and your intentions.
Alright, thank you. Will do. Okay, habt's gehört, Leute. Wir müssen die Tower-Frequenz anrufen tatsächlich. Und die ist auch schon hier drin.
You're welcome. Let's focus on our flight to Marseille and make it a great learning experience. If you have any questions or need tips along the way, just let me know.
Awesome. Gut. Dann geht's weiter. Und zwar ist die APU available, deswegen gehen wir auf die APU Bleed, starten die mal. Gehen hier runter. Und würde sagen, starten langsam den Boarding-Prozess, nachdem wir hier kurz aufgeladen haben. Wie viel Fuel brauchen wir denn? 5,9. Block Fuel. Hier, ne? Ja, 5,5. Was sagt der hier? Unter Services, zack, ne, Fuel, 5,5, okay, ja, ich würde sagen, machen wir das mal fast. Baba. Machen wir Boarding Annunciation. Gleich. So, die APU ist an. Deswegen können wir die Ground Power wegmachen. $5.500 haben wir drin. Also fangen wir mit dem Boarding-Prozess an. Und zwar holen wir uns den erstmal. Sollen wir Realtime machen? 12 Minuten. Ne, ist schon viel. Komm, machen wir fast. Begin Boarding.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome aboard this flight with us at Virtual Airline. My name is Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas y Haciendas Carcá de la Torre y PSC Res del Campo Rodriguez de Arrieta, and I'm joined by my wonderful colleagues today, Maria, Juan, and Sofia. We're thrilled to have you on board as we head to our destination, Beautiful. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to any of our crew members. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today.
Und zwar müssen wir jetzt Performance Page. Wie schnell sind wir? Ich würde erstmal sagen, wir hören in die ATIS rein und schalten dann. Moment, ATIS 126.
Board instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Yankee.
Innsbruck Airport. Information Yankee. 1250 Zulu. Wind 355 at 3. Visibility 6. Sky conditions. No cloud detected. Temperature 7. Dew point 1. QNH 1012. Density altitude 1400 feet. Transition level 110. Arriving and departing runways 808. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if basic
Boarding
information
completed.
service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Okay.
Innsbruck Airport. Information Yankee.
Also wir haben Wind von 355 mit 8 Knoten. Und wollen uns mal jetzt die IFR Clearance holen nach Marseille.
On behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
Perfekt. Machen wir das mal weg und melden uns bei der Freigabe. Sorry, beim Turm. Zack. Innsbruck Tower, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot with information Yankee. Request clearance to Marseille.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, information Yankee is current. Cleared to Marseille via the RTT-3X departure, then as filed. Departure runway 26. Initial climb altitude 12,000 feet. Departure on 128.975 squawk 5424.
Cleared to Marseille via RTT-3X departure, maintain 120,000 feet. Departure frequency 109.975. Say again, squawk. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot. Readback's correct, right?
Contact departure on 130.28. Roger, Papa Bravo Alpha.
Innsbruck Tower, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, request start and push.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, information Yankee is current. Cleared to Marseille via the RTT-3X departure, then as filed. Departure runway 26. Initial climb altitude 12,000 feet. Departure on 128.975 squawk 5424.
Information Yankee is current, cleared to Marseille via the RTT-3X departure, then as filed. Departure runway 26, initial climb altitude 12,000 feet. Departure on 128.975 squawk 5424. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, read back correct.
Innsbruck Tower, request, start and push. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, start and push approved, face east.
Start and push approved, facing east. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by. Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Turbine Duke 6060 Yankee. Bradshaw Tower. Winds 100 at 11. Runway 7 cleared to land.
Cleared for push start.
As a flight instructor, I can't help with breakfast plans, but I can definitely assist you with any aviation-related questions or flight procedures. Let's focus on our flight to Marseille.
Please release parking brake.
We have been cleared to push start, so I'm informing you for that.
Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Yeah, we'll start.
That's great news. Before we push back, let's ensure everything is set for a smooth start. Check your fuel quantity and make sure the engine parameters are in the green. Once you're ready, you can confirm with the tower on the pushback frequency.
Engine number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome aboard Eurowings Flight 3CF, departing from Innsbruck and heading to Marseille, Provence. My name is Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas y Haciendas Garcia de la Torre y Perez del Campo Rodriguez de Arieta, and I'm thrilled to be your lead flight attendant today. I'm joined by my wonderful colleagues, Maria, Juan, Sofia, and Elena. We're excited to have you with us. Our estimated flight time today is approximately 1 hour and 13 minutes.
We're currently
Before we take
inbounding
off,
Mike
I'd
Juliet
like to draw your
813.
attention to the safety features of our Airbus A320.
KLM
Please ensure your
1647
seatbelt is fastened
Genoa
low
Tawera,
and tight across
continue
your lap.
approach
To
runway
unfasten,
10,
simply lift
Windsor
the buckle.
130
In the event of a loss of
ATA
cabin pressure,
19.
oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth and secure it with the
Eurowings
elastic band.
9009, Düsseldorf Tower, roger, continue approach for runway
For
23
water
left.
landings, we have life vests located under your seats. To use them, pull the vest out, place it over your head, and pull the straps to tighten. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs once you are outside the aircraft. Please take a moment to locate the emergency exits, which is clearly marked and located at the front, middle, and rear of the aircraft. In case of an emergency, follow the illuminated path on the floor to reach the exits.
With you on the approach to Ireland, runway 22 for landing.
And remember that waiting in groups in front of the toilets is not allowed. During the flight,
Ryanair 0283 Innsbruck Tower, wind 355 at 3, runway 8, clear to land.
Passengers will enjoy this complimentary, while our smart passengers can purchase it.
FedEx
Thank you for your
565,
attention,
contact
and we wish you a
departure.
pleasant flight with us today. Now I will inform the captain that the cabin is ready for departure.
Engine number 2.
Gloucester Tower, Echo Romeo 8386, ready for departure.
Turbine Duke 60 Yankee, welcome to Bradshaw. Contact ground on 121.9er. Turbine Duke 60 Yankee, roger. Continue taxi.
KLM 1647, continue approach runway 10.
Continue approach runway 10, KLM 1647. KLM 1647, we are 1 mile away from runway 10. Confirm we're clear to land.
KLM 1647, winds 130 at 19er, runway 10, clear to land, caution bird
Do you
activity.
have any idea why the engine number 1 is not starting? Leute, ich habe mal den Mentor gefragt.
If engine number 1 isn't starting, it could be due to several factors like fuel flow issues, electrical problems, or a faulty starter. Make sure the fuel selector is on the correct tank, check the battery voltage, and ensure the ignition switch is set correctly. If it persists, we might need to follow the emergency procedures for an engine start failure.
Please repeat.
KLM 1647, taxi to gate 303 via Echo, November, monitor this frequency.
Yeah, engine number 1 is not starting. What do I have to do now? Leute, unsere Engine geht nicht an.
If engine engine number 1 isn't starting, first check the fuel selector to ensure it's on the correct tank. Then verify that the ignition switch is set to the correct position. If it still doesn't start, you may need to follow the engine start failure checklist. Let me know if you want to go through that.
0283, taxi to apron 1 via Bravo, Alpha, stay with me.
Gloucester Tower, Echo Romeo 836, 1,500 feet.
Okay, let's do it step by step. So the first thing is I have to check the fuel flow, or what was it again? Please tell me.
Absolutely. First, check the fuel quantity to ensure you have enough fuel for the flight. Then, monitor the fuel flow, which should be displayed on the MFD. Make sure it's within the normal range, typically around 10 to 30 gallons per hour for the A320. Once you've confirmed that, we can move on to the next steps.
405 Kilo 16. Good day.
So the fuel flow is 1 plus 2 is 0 kilograms per minute. However, we have started engine number 2 already, so that's the thing.
If engine number 2 is running and you're seeing 0 kilograms per minute for fuel flow, it could indicate an issue with the fuel flow sensor or the fuel system itself. Let's check the fuel pump settings and ensure the fuel selector is set correctly for engine number 2. If everything looks good, we may need to consult the engine start checklist for troubleshooting.
Alright, so let's go ahead and do that then.
Lufthansa 2 Lima X-ray Frankfurt Tower, wind 250 at 11. Runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Let's proceed with the engine start checklist for engine number 1. After checking the fuel flow and ensuring the fuel selector is set correctly, we can attempt to start it again. If it still doesn't start, we'll follow the appropriate troubleshooting steps.
Good evening, Tower, Bamboo 1236, holding short.
Okay, so fuel used is 30 kilograms by now, because engine number 2 is on and engine number 1 is not on. So let's go ahead and start going through the checklist. Please be slowly with it and tell me where I find the knobs. Let's do it step by step.
Let's go through the engine start checklist step by step. First, ensure the fuel pump is set to boost. You can find the fuel pump switch on the overhead panel. Once that's done, check the ignition switch to ensure it's in the start position. Let me know when you're ready to proceed to the next step.
Where do I find it on the overhead panel?
You can find the fuel pump switch on the overhead panel, typically located towards the center. It should be labeled clearly. Once you locate it, make sure it's in the boost position. Let me know when you're ready to move on.
Eurowings 90009er, welcome to Düsseldorf. Contact ground on 121.68.
So engine number 1 fuel pumps are on. What I can see though is that generator is not operative at the moment.
If the generator is not operative, it could affect the fuel pump's performance. Check the generator's circuit breaker to ensure it's not tripped. If it is, reset it and monitor the system. If the generator remains inoperative, we may need to follow the checklist for electrical failures.
Okay, let's first continue with the other checklist, please, step by step, as I told you before. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Eurowings 3, Charlie Foxtrot, roger, no problem. Let me know when you're ready for start and push clearance.
Bamboo 1236, contact departure.
Okay, let's go ahead and continue with the checklist first, please.
Let's continue with the engine start checklist for engine number 1. Next, ensure the ignition switch is set to start. You can find it on the overhead panel, usually near the fuel pump switches. Let me know when you're ready to proceed.
Condor 3 Mike Delta, Lamezia Tower, information India is current.
Engine selector is on ignition start. Checked.
Departure runway 10. Initial climb altitude 4,000 feet. Departure on 129.21.
Great. With the ignition switch set to start, let's monitor the engine parameters closely. If engine number 1 doesn't start, we may need to follow the air start procedures. Keep me updated.
Engine number 1 does not start at all.
If engine number 1 is not starting at all, let's go through the air start procedure step by step. First, ensure the battery master switches are on, then open the power lever and set the mixture to rich. Next, switch the fuel selector to the tank supplying engine number 1 and turn on the fuel pump to boost. After that, try engaging the starter again. Let me know when you're ready to proceed.
Please step by step again. Let's start with the first one. So the first one was?
Let's start with the engine start checklist for engine number 1 step by step. The first step is to ensure the fuel pump for engine number 1 is set to boost. You can find the fuel pump switch on the overhead panel. Let me know when you're ready for the next step.
I cannot find the boost for engine number 1.
The fuel boost pump for engine number 1 is located on the overhead panel, typically near the fuel selector switches. It should be labeled clearly as fuel pump 1. Make sure it's set to boost before attempting to start the engine again.
So you're talking about the engine number 1 pump, which is currently on right now?
Yes, that's correct. The engine number 1 fuel pump should be set to boost for starting. If it's on and you're still having issues, we may need to check the fuel selector and other systems to troubleshoot further. Let me know what you find.
Are you talking about the engine number 1 hydraulic pump or another one?
I'm referring to the engine number 1 fuel pump, not the hydraulic pump. The fuel pump is essential for starting the engine, so let's make sure it's set to boost and functioning properly. If there's any confusion, just let me know.
Pobeda 035, Pulkovo Tower, runway 10 right, winds 137 at 6, cleared for takeoff.
Let's see what the generator 1 fault is about.
The generator fault could indicate an issue with the alternator or electrical system. Check the circuit breakers for generator number 1 to see if any are tripped. If everything looks normal, we may need to follow the electrical failure checklist to ensure safe operations. Let me know what you find.
Okay, guide me step by step through it, because on the MFD I see that generator 1 is not operative, it is orange, whereas generator 2 is working at 50%, 115 volts and 400 hertz. Yeah, so let's do this one, please.
Let's address the generator number 1 issue step by step. First, check the circuit breaker for generator number 1 on the overhead panel to see if it's tripped. If it is, reset it. If not, we may need to follow the electrical failure checklist. Let me know what you find.
It is not tripped.
If the generator number 1 circuit breaker is not tripped and it's still showing inoperative, we may need to check the electrical bus and ensure all systems are functioning properly. Let's move on to the next step in the checklist. Have you checked the battery voltage and the alternator output?
The battery voltage is at 27.8, so that should be alright. The alternator, can you tell me step by step where I can find it?
The battery voltage at 27.8 volts is acceptable. To check the alternator, look for the alternator switches on the overhead panel. They should be labeled as ALT1 and ALT2. Make sure both are in the ON position. If you see any caution lights, we may need to troubleshoot further. Let me know what you find.
Everything fine here. Next item, please.
Let's move on to the next item in the checklist. Now we need to check the fuel quantity and ensure the fuel selector is on the fullest tank. Let me know when you've done that.
Where do you want me to look it up on?
You can look up the information in the Aircraft Operating Handbook or the Pilot's Operating Handbook for this aircraft. They usually have detailed sections on systems and troubleshooting.
No, I want you to explain to me where I can find or where I can execute the next item.
To check the fuel quantity, you can find the fuel gauges on the primary flight display, PFD,
Condor
or
3
the
Mike Delta,
multifunction
taxi
display,
to runway
MFD.
10 via Tango
Look for
Hotel
the fuel
Sierra
indicator,
Echo.
which typically shows the amount of fuel in each tank. Let me know what you see.
So, it was equally divided on engine number 1 and engine number 2. We had 2030 on engine number 1 and 2030 on engine number 2, and since engine number 2 is running at the moment, we have already used 100 kilograms, so in engine number 2 we have only 1950 left, and the fuel flow seems to be alright. Just for engine number 1 we don't have any fuel flow at all.
It sounds like engine number 1 is not receiving fuel, which is critical for starting. Since engine number 2 is running, let's focus on troubleshooting engine number 1. Check the fuel selector to ensure it's set to the tank supplying engine number 1. If it's set correctly and there's still no fuel flow, we may need to investigate further for any blockages or system failures. Let me know what you find.
Okay, give me step-by-step guide on how to do that.
Let's go through the air start procedure step by step. First, ensure the battery master switches are on. Then, open the power lever and set the mixture to rich. Next, switch the fuel selector to the tank supplying engine number 1 and turn on the fuel pump to boost. After that, try engaging the starter again. Let me know when you're ready to proceed.
Step by step and where I can find it, please. So, let's start with the first step.
Let's start with the first step for troubleshooting engine number 1. First, check the fuel selector on the overhead panel. Make sure it's set to the tank that supplies engine number 1. Let me know when you've done that.
Sky Travel 52 Alpha, Malaga Tower, winds calm. Runway 31, clear to land.
Okay, I just started the APU and turned off both engines, and we will try to start them up again.
Great job starting the APU. Now let's prepare for the engine start procedure again. First, ensure the battery master switches are on, then check that the fuel pumps for both engines are set to boost. Let me know when you're ready for the next steps.
Where can I select boost? Because there are just the switches where I can turn them on or off, but I cannot see any boost.
To select the boost for the fuel pumps, you typically just turn the fuel pump switches to the ON position. The boost function is usually integrated into the fuel pump operation. If the switches are labeled as fuel pump 1 and fuel pump 2, turning them on activates the boost. Let me know if you see that.
Okay, both fuel pumps are on.
Great, with both fuel pumps on, you're set for starting the engines. Next, check the ignition switch for engine number 1 and make sure it's in the start position. Let me know when you're ready for the next step.
Okay, ignition start is on start.
Great. With the ignition switch set to start, monitor the engine parameters closely. If the engine starts, be ready to adjust the power lever and mixture as needed. Let me know what happens.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start engine number 1 first this time, okay?
Sounds good. To start engine number 1, make sure the fuel pump is set to boost, the ignition switch is in the start position, and monitor the engine parameters closely as you engage the starter. Let me know how it goes.
Condor 3 Mike Delta, runway 10, wind 245 at 7, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, engine number 1 seems to start now. We are at 7.9, 8.0. Yeah, it seems to be starting properly.
That's great news. With engine number 1 starting properly, let's move on to engine number 2. Make sure the fuel pump is on, the ignition switch is set to start, and monitor the engine parameters closely as you engage the starter. You're doing well.
Thanks. Engine number 1 is now available. I will start engine number 2. One question: what do we do now with the 110 kilograms that have already been burned by engine number 2?
Now that engine number 1 is available, you can proceed to start engine number 2. Regarding the 110 kilograms of fuel burned by engine number 2, you'll want to monitor your fuel balance closely. If you're planning to continue with your flight, ensure that the remaining fuel is sufficient for your planned route and reserve. Adjust your fuel management strategy accordingly, especially if you're considering any alternate airports.
Okay, we have enough fuel with us. We have 5.5 kilograms. Tons of kilograms with us. So we will proceed and continue with our flight. However, when an MFD message pops up that there is an imbalance, what do I have to do? Can I manually balance the fuel again or not?
If you receive a fuel imbalance message, first check the fuel quantity in each tank. You cannot manually balance the fuel, but you can switch the fuel selector to the fullest tank to help redistribute fuel. If the imbalance persists, monitor it closely and follow the emergency procedures outlined in the aircraft manual. Let me know if you need more details.
Okay, thanks for your help. I will ask for taxi clearance now. Thanks so far for your help. So Leute, wir haben das irgendwie hinbekommen und werden jetzt einmal...
You're welcome. When you're ready to request taxi clearance, you can say Innsbruck Tower, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, at the apron with information Bravo, request taxi to runway 26. Good luck, and let me know if you need anything else.
Why information Bravo? I think it was information Juliet that was current.
Information Bravo is the latest ATIS report for Innsbruck. It includes the current weather conditions, runway in use, and other important information for your departure. Always make sure to verify the ATIS before takeoff to ensure you have the most accurate and up-to-date information.
129.215.
Innsbruck Tower, we sorted the problem out. Request taxi clearance to runway 26. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, engine start approved. Taxi to runway 26 via Alpha Bravo.
Engine start approved, taxi to runway 26 via Alpha Bravo. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot. Okay, taxi checklist, flight control checks, full left, full right, right, full left, full up, full down.
Sky Travel 52 Alpha. Contact ground on 121.955.
Eastern 2714, contact departure on 118.725.
Flap setting. Config 1 plus F. Radar and predictive wind shear are on and auto. Engine mode selector.
Switching to departure on 118.725, Eastern 2714, good day.
Is as required. Cabin is ready. Auto brake is max. Spoilers aren't. Takeoff config.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Taxi. I don't know why the takeoff config is not working. Innsbruck Tower, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot is ready for departure.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, runway 26, winds 175 at 3, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 26, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot. Okay, Leute, endlich.
Genoa Tower KLM 1648 at stand 405 with information Bravo on board. Request for clearance to Amsterdam Schiphol.
KLM 1647, you still have an open flight plan. Please be sure to close that one first via the new flight button.
Mantoga, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. Knots. V1, rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Departure, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, climbing 12,000 feet, passing 4,000 feet.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, Innsbruck radar, identified, climb flight level 220.
Climbing flight level 220, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Diamond Papa Bravo Alpha, contact Munich radar on 132.555.
Autopilot 1.
Delta 419, contact engine tower on 118.2.
Dear guests, we are pleased to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now allowed. You can also enjoy our onboard Wi-Fi, Wings Connect, to stay connected during the flight. Thank you for flying with Eurowings today.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, climb flight level 310.
Climbing flight level 310, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot. Okay, man, we are now cleared for flight level 310. I need to take a break. Can you take over the communications for me until I tell you that I'm back?
Sure, I can help with that. Just let me know when you're ready to resume. In the meantime, I'll handle the communications. I'll keep an eye on everything for you.
Düsseldorf departure identified. Climb flight level 190.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, contact Vienna, info on 134.625.
We got contacted. Can you please respond to the ATC? I thought you wanted to
Eurowings 3 Charlie
take over.
Foxtrot, climb flight level 350.
Contact Vienna on 134.625 and climbing flight level 350, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
For your position or intentions, you can say something like Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot climbing to flight level 310, currently 18 miles west of Innsbruck, with information Yankee. Let me know what they say.
Oh, I thought you wanted to take over. Vienna info, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, climbing flight level 350, passing flight level 205.
Currently 18 miles west of Innsbruck, with information Yankee. Let me know what they say.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, Vienna info, identified, service.
FedEx 565 Houston Center, expect the Bear 3 arrival. I'll start your descent in about 20 minutes.
Okay, man, I need you to respond to ATC whenever they call us, because I will make a short break.
Understood. I'll handle the communications with ATC while you take your break. Just let me know when you're back and I'll hand it back to you.
Okay, so your instruction is whenever they call us, you respond automatically without me telling you to. Is this possible to you?
Yes, I can handle the communications with ATC while you take your break. Just let me know when you're back and I'll hand it back to you.
Air Blue Fox Alpha Echo, Copenhagen Info. Expect the ILS runway 32 approach into Sunderborg. Plan for descent in maybe 10 minutes.
Eastern 2714, Minneapolis Center. Anticipate descent in about 20 minutes. If you'd like to descend now, just say the word.
Roger, anticipate descent in about 20 minutes, Eastern 2714.
Bamboo 1236, contact Ho Chi Minh Control on 120.1.
Bamboo 1236, Ho Chi Minh Control identified. Chào các bạn.
Center, FedEx 565 and SL320.
Allegiant 149, contact Albuquerque Center on 134.75.
Albuquerque Center on 134.75, Allegiant 149, thank you, bye. Albuquerque Center, Allegiant 149, flight level 370, good morning.
Okay, I am back. I will take over the radios again.
Welcome back. You can take over the radios now. Just remember to stay updated with any ATC instructions and keep an eye on your altitude and speed as you climb. You're doing great.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached cruising altitude, and I hope you're all feeling great. We will be starting our Wings Bistro snack and drink service shortly, featuring our famous currywurst and air fries. Oh, you won't want to miss those. For our BIS class passengers, this service is complimentary, while our smart passengers can purchase these delicious treats. After the service, we'll also have some exciting articles from the Wings shop available for you to browse. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Okay, we are now 400 miles away from Marseille. Our current speed is, as you can see, ground speed of 458. So my question is now, how long do we have until the top of descent?
At a ground speed of 458 knots and 400 miles to go, you can estimate your time until top of descent by dividing the distance by the speed. So 400 miles divided by 458 knots gives you approximately 52 minutes until you should start your descent. Keep an eye on the descent profile as we approach Marseille.
Alpha Echo, when you're ready, descend flight level 150.
What is a good descent rate for an A320? Usually I just take the ground speed and multiply it by 5. However, I think it is, most of the time it is too fast. So what is your opinion on that?
A good descent rate for an A320 is typically around 1,500 to 2,000 feet per minute, depending on the phase of flight and air traffic control instructions. Your method of multiplying ground speed by 5 is a common rule of thumb, but it can vary based on conditions. If you find it too fast, adjust to a more comfortable rate within that range. Always prioritize safety and comfort during descent.
Alright, thank you. Do you know the runway elevation for Marseille?
The runway elevation at Marseille Provence Airport, LFML, is 74 feet.
Climb flight level 350.
Third info, climb flight level 270.
Climb flight level 350, Air France 96 Foxtrot Kilo.
Swiss 2 Victor Mike, climb flight level 340.
Vienna, how do you read? Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, reading you 5x5.
5x5, thank you. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, you're welcome.
Hey man, are you aware with our flight plan?
Yes, I am aware of our flight plan. We're cleared to Marseille via the RTT-3X departure, then as filed. Our initial climb altitude is to 12,000 feet, and we have information Yankee. Let me know if you need any specific details.
How's the weather looking like to be when we arrive at Marseille? Because we have planned for Lanco 1 Golf arrival on the runway 31 right.
The weather at Marseille can change, so it's best to check the latest METAR or TAF before arrival. As for the Lanco 1G arrival on runway 31R, it's a good plan. Just be prepared for any adjustments from ATC based on the weather conditions.
Climb flight level 380, Swiss 2 Victor Mike.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, contact Milan radar on 118.675.
Contact Milan radar on 116.675. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot. Contact Milan radar on 118.675. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot. Milan radar, buongiorno, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot at flight level 350.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, Milan radar, identified, 1 Pomeriggio.
What?
Hell 361, climb, flight level 380.
Contact Langdon radar on 123.28, Diamond Papa Bravo Alpha. Hello Langdon radar, this is Diamond Papa Bravo Alpha, flight following.
Alpha Echo, descend flight level 030, turn left heading 185 vectors for the RNAV runway 14 approach.
Fort Worth Center on 135.275, good day. Fort Worth Center, Allegiant 149, flight level 370, good morning.
Arrow 22 Golfer, Langen Radara, UHA, identified as Servus.
FedEx 565, descend and maintain flight level 230.
Descend and maintain FL 230, FedEx 565.
Alpha Echo, turn right heading 225.
Climb flight level 380, DSO 361. Maintain flight level 380.
Air France 906 Foxtrot Kilo, Macedonia, climb flight level 350, not 250. You're cleared direct to Bekva.
Climb flight level 350, Air France 96 Foxtrot Kilo.
Air France 906 Foxtrot Kilo, contact Skopje radar on 119.375.
One 075 for Swiss to Victor Mike. Rams control, Swiss 2 Victor Mike is climbing through flight level 317 to flight level 380.
Radar. Good day, Air France 96 Foxtrot Kilo, direct to Foxtrot Sierra Kilo. Passing flight level 310, climbing to flight level 350.
FedEx 565, descend and maintain 14,000, altimeter 29.907.
Rams control, good afternoon. Swiss 2 Victor Mike is climbing through flight level 327
to flight level 380.
London Control, Golf Alpha Whiskey India Yankee climbing flight level 230 out of Farnborough.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot Milan Radara. Expect the Lank 1 Golf Arrivala and expect to descend in about 20 minutes.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, say again.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot Milan Radar. Expect the Lank 1 Golf arrival. Expect to descend in about 20 minutes.
Climbing flight level 280, Golf Alpha Whiskey India Yankee.
Expecting a Lank 1 Golf arrival, descending in about 20 minutes. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, thank you. Okay, we have now been informed that our arrival will be the Lank 1 Golf, so I will go ahead and put it here.
That's great. Make sure to review the Lank 1G arrival procedure and set your navigation accordingly. It's important to stay ahead of the aircraft as you prepare for the approach. Let me know if you need any tips on executing the arrival.
Macedonia, Air France 96 Foxtrot Kilo, direct to Dikne, passing flight level 330, climbing to flight level 350.
FedEx 565, contact El Paso approach on 124.25.
Golf India Yankee, contact Farnborough radar on 125.25.
Emirates 853, UAE Center identified. Sharp Becker.
Alpha Echo, contact Thunderbolt Tower on.
I have a question. What is Lank 1 Golf? What is a star? When I program the ILS, what is the VIAS?
The Lank 1G is a standard terminal arrival route star designed to guide aircraft into Marseille. It provides a structured path for arriving flights to ensure safe and efficient traffic flow. When programming the ILS, the VIAS refer to the waypoints or fixes that the aircraft will follow during the approach. They help in managing the descent and alignment of the runway. If you have any specific questions about the waypoints or the ILS setup, feel free to ask.
Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. Safe flight.
I have a problem, which is that whenever I program the ILS, a pink D for direct appears. Can you please explain to me how I can delete it from the navigation display?
To remove the pink D for direct on the navigation display, you can press the CLR or delete button on your FMS or MFD, depending on your aircraft system. This will clear the direct to route and revert to your previous flight plan.
United 1983, Jacksonville Center, good morning.
Alpha Echo, Sunderborg Airport at your 12 o'clock, 0 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency.
Frames control Swiss 2 Victor Mike is requesting flight level 350 to keep our speed. Swiss 2 Victor Mike is descending to flight level 350, thank you.
London Control, Easy 59 Zulu, passing flight level 218 for flight level 310.
Easy 59 Zulu, London Control, identified afternoon pilot.
Diamond Papa Bravo Alpha, contact Frankfurt, approach on 118.505 arm.
Center, go 8749 with you. Flight following to San Jose.
What is the altitude of our final approach fix?
The altitude of the final approach fix for the ILS approach to runway 31R at Marseille is typically 3,000 feet. Make sure to check the approach plate for any specific details.
I have checked it and it says 3,000 feet at a maximum of 200 knots.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, negative. The Lank 1 Golf arrival requires 3,000 at maximum 200 knots only at specific waypoints. Maintain current flight level until instructed to descend altitude.
Maintain current flight level 350 until instruction. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Maintain 130 Eastern 2714.
How long until top of descent?
At your current ground speed of 447 knots and 158 miles to go, you can expect to reach the top of descent in about 21 minutes. Make sure to plan your descent profile accordingly.
American 1326, contact Atlanta approach on 124.6.
Contact approach 124.6.
MS-853, request weather update for Kuwait City.
Easton 2714, contact Bismarck approach on 126.3.
American 1326, descend and maintain 9,000.
Easy 2238, contact Bristol approach on 136.08.
Flight control is 1123, climbing flight level 220.
Learjet 5 Alpha Juliette. Contactez le contrôle de Séville sur 126,43.
Contact Macedonia on 133.655, Air France 96 Foxtrot Kilo.
London Control, Golf Alpha Whiskey India Yankee is reaching, maintaining flight level 290.
Arrow 22 Golf, Munich radar, contact Vienna info on 134.625.
Allegiant 149, Kansas City Center, whenever you'd like to send and maintain flight level 250.
Atlanta approach, American 1326, request descent down to 5 out.
JetBlue 2010, contact Atlanta Center A on 134.075. American 1326, proceed direct Bamboo. Descend and maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 26 right approach.
Bamboo, descend and maintain 4,000 for the ILS approach for runway 26 right, American 1326.
American 1326, contact Atlanta Tower on 119.1.
Learjet 145 Alpha Juliet, contrôle de Madrid identifié.
Aero Mexico 1195, Chicago Center. I am not seeing your transponder. Confirm squawking 2772, mode CI dent one more time for me.
Learjet 5 Alpha Juliet identifié.
Bamboo 1236, expected quote Quinte 1 Alpha arrival, descent in about 20 minutes.
Aero Mexico 1195, Chicago Center, radar contact 20 northeast of Meigs Field at 6400 feet, heading 311, Chicago altimeter 29.85, cleared direct Corpus Christi.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot cleared Lank 1 Golf arrival into Provence. When you're ready, descend flight level 170.
Navire contrôle de 5 Alpha Juliette, pouvez-vous m'indiquer les conditions?
Expect the Savvy 1 Alpha arrival, Bamboo 1236.
Cleared for the Lank 1 Golf arrival into Provence. Will descend for flight level 170, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Learjet 5 Alpha Juliet, contactez le contrôle de Séville sur M26,43.
32 Victor Mike, contact Brussels, control on 125.0.
Learjet 5 Alpha Juliet, descendez à une altitude de 10 000.
Aero Mexico 1195, descend and maintain 4,000.
Emirates 853, we would like Alpha
3 Charlie arrival into Kuwait.
Emirates 853, cleared for Dead 3 Charlie arrival into Kuwait.
Condor 3, Mike Delta, contact Zagreb radar on 132.125.
Swiss 2, Victor Mike, Brussels Control, identified. Hello?
Cessna 0 Romeo Alpha, Indianapolis Center, cleared to Nassau, direct O-case, then is filed, squawk 1414 and ident. Cessna 0 Romeo Alpha, Indianapolis Center, radar contact 5 miles southwest of Middletown Regional Airport at 3900 feet, heading 234, Middletown altimeter 29.88, cleared direct O-case, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Emirates 853 requesting Alpha Lima Victor Alpha 3 Charlie arrival.
Emirates 853, unable to accommodate AL Victor. A3C arrival. You are cleared for Det 3. Charlie arrival into Kuwait.
Condor 3, Mike Delta, Zagreb radar identified. Pause route.
Swiss 2, Victor Mike, Brussels Control, expect the Loga 2 hotel arrival. Descent in about 20 minutes. Just say the word if you'd like to start down earlier.
Cleared direct case. Climb and maintain flight level 210, Cessna 700 Romeo Alpha.
Cessna 0 Romeo Alpha, contact Cincinnati, approach on 119.7.
Milan radar KLM 1648 with you. Climbing to flight level 330, passing flight level 169, airspeed 280 knots.
Seneca 892 Tango, Foxtrot, Jacksonville Center, descent coming up in about 20 minutes.
Ice Arrow 22 Golf Milan radar, identified 1 Pomerigio.
Easy 907 Golf. Expect the Marty 2 Romeo arrival. I'll have you descending in just a minute.
Allegiant 149, descend and maintain 14,000.
Leipzig Air 291, Scottish Control identified. Hi there, pilot.
Easy 907 Golf, cleared Marty 2 Romeo arrival into Salzburg.
Descend and maintain 14,000 feet. Allegiant 149er. Guitar to the Gulf, request descend.
Leipzig Air 291, Scottish Control, climb flight level 230.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Marseille.
United 1983, contact Jacksonville Center on 125.75.
The use of lavatories is no longer KLM 1648, Milan radar climb flight level 380.
Climb flight level 380, KLM 1648.
United 1983, Jacksonville Center, good morning.
Contact Athens on 123.725. Have a good day, France 96 Foxtrot Kilo.
Langenradar, schönen guten Tag, Lufthansa 61 Hotel, passing flight level 200 for flight level 350.
Lufthansa 61 Hotel, Langenradar identified. Guten Tag.
Athens Radar, France 96 Foxtrot Kilo, good day. Flight level 350, direct to Copar.
Air France 906 Foxtrot Kilo, Athens identified. Kalanisa.
Learjet 5 Alpha Juliet, procédez directement vers MD16L. Descendez à une altitude de 6000 jusqu'à être établi sur le localisateur. Autorisé à l'approche ILS de la piste de nuit gauche.
Hanoi Center on 123.3, Bamboo 1236. Good evening, Hanoi Center, Bamboo 1236 with you, S flight level 370.
Bamboo 1236, Hanoi Center identified. Good evening.
Easy 59 Zulu, contact London Control on 128.48.
Citation Victor Hotel 8, Charlie Juliet, Kansas City Center. Good morning, Sand Springs altimeter 30.06.
128.48 is Ibrahim Zulu.
KLM 1648, climb flight level 400.
Climb for level 400, KLM 1648.
Cessna 0 Romeo Alpha, Indianapolis Center. Good morning.
Easy 59 Zulu, London Control, identified. Afternoon.
Citation Victor Hotel 8, Charlie Juliet, Kansas City Center. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
Cessna 0 Romeo Alpha, Indianapolis Center. Climb and maintain flight level 390. United 1983, Jacksonville Center. Contact Atlanta Center on 123.905.
Climb and maintain flight level 390, Cessna 0 Romeo Alpha.
Atlanta Center, good morning. Condor 3 Mike Delta, contact Ljubljana radar on 119.885.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, contact Marseille Control on 127.905.
Viajes 5 Alpha Juliet, contactez la Tour de Barajas sur 1.8,08.
Bravo Air Polaris Control identified. God ettermiddag.
Citation Victor Hotel 8, Charlie Juliet, Kansas City Center. Climb and maintain flight level 400.
Contact Marseille Control on 127.905 Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot. Goodbye.
Gold Transports 8749er, contact Recife Center.
Marseille Control, bonjour. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, descending flight level 170, passing flight level 2320. 232. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Eurowings 3, Charlie Foxtrot, Marseille Control, identified dans l'après-midi.
Gold Transports 8749er, you too, take care.
Allegiant 149, descend and maintain 3500. Turn left heading 010 vectors for the ILS runway 14 approach.
Center, go 8749, radar contact.
Europa 193, Mycadia Center, expect the Doppel 4 Echo arrival. Descent coming up in about 15 minutes. Feel free to ask if you'd like it sooner.
Expect the Doppler 4 Echo arrival, descent in 15 minutes, it's okay for us. Europa 193 Heavy, gracias.
Polaris Control identified, hello.
Descend maintain 3,500 feet, turn left heading 010 vector for ELS runway 14 approach.
ATR Alpha Bravo Charlie, Seattle Center. Good morning, Commando altimeter 29.901.
Allegiant 149. Contact Springfield approach on 124.905.
Good evening, Langdon Radar. This is Diamond Papa Bravo Alpha, VFR to Liège Airport, runway 22.
Easy 907 Golf, contact Vienna info on 134.625.
Diamond Papa Bravo Alpha, you are already under basic information service with Langen Radar. Continue on your current heading and altitude. Easy 907 Golf, descend flight level 170.
JetBlue 201, Atlanta Center, contact Washington Center on 118.925.
Bubba Air, descend altitude 4500 feet.
Easy 907 Golf, descend flight level 055.
Bubba Air, descend altitude 4000, QNH 1004.
Easy 907 Golf, contact Salzburg Radar on 132.46.
Atlanta Center, very good morning. Delta 950 climbing 16,800 to 30,000.
Delta 950, Atlanta Center, good morning. Atlanta, altimeter 30.03.
JetBlue 201, Washington Center, good morning. Easy 907 Golf, contact Salzburg Radar on 132.46.
Lynn, altimeter 30.03, Delta 950.
Condor 3, Mike Delta, Ljubljana Radar, contact Vienna info on A 134.625.
Delta 950, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Good 2 Tango Foxtrot, can I go ahead and begin my descent to 3,000?
Marseille Control, Eurowing 3 Charlie Foxtrot at flight level 170.
Seneca 2 Tango Foxtrot, descend and maintain 3,000.
Climate.
Marseille Control, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot at flight level 170.
Eurowings 3, Charlie Foxtrot identified, bienvenue.
Marseille Control, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, request further descent to flight level 30 or 3,000 feet.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, descent altitude 3,000 feet.
Marseille Control, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, request reduce speed to 250.
Charlie, Foxtrot, speed reduction to 250 knots approved.
Diamond, Papa Bravo Alpha, contact. Frankfurt approach on 118.505.
Eurowings 3, Charlie, Foxtrot, contact Provence approach on 132.3.
Contact Provence approach on 132.3 Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Europa 193, contact Bogota Center on 128.6.
KLM 1648, contact Alps Radar Geneva on 119.175. Heat Arrow 22 Golf, contact Bologna approach on 118.15.
Hello, 40,000, buenas tardes.
119.175 KLM 1648 today.
Frankfurt approach, could you give me the distance to Liege Airport, please?
Diamond Papa Bravo Alpha. You are approximately 86.9 miles from Liege Airport.
Provence approach, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, descending 3,000 feet, passing flight level 110.
At Arrow 22 Golf, Bologna approach, identified. Ciao.
Eurowing 3 Charlie Foxtrot, Provence approach identified, bon après-midi, expect ILS, Zulu runway 31 right, approach into Provence.
Ok, tour de Learjet 5 Alpha Juliette, prêt à décoller.
Expecting ILS, Zulu, runway 31 right, approach into Provence, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Learjet 4-5 Alpha Juliette, contrôle de Paris départ, contactez la tour de Le Touquet pour de plus amples instructions.
Eurowing 3 Charlie Foxtrot, proceed direct. CF31R, descend altitude 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 31 right approach.
Proceed direct, CF31 right, descend altitude 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 31 right approach. Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
Easy 907 Golf, contact Salzburg Tower on 118.1.
Departure, schönen guten Tag, Lufthansa 920 out of 3500 coming 4.
Lufthansa Nina 41, Frankfurt approach, say altitude again.
Lufthansa 930, high speed approved, climbing flight level 130.
2,500.
Checked.
2,500.
Check. Sehen wir schon die Runway? Da hinten irgendwo. Da ist sie.
2,500.
Radar, good afternoon. Lufthansa 99920, climbing flight level 130.
Lufthansa 941, departure, climb flight level 130 approved. Continue as filed to LETL.
Contrôle Paris, m'entendez-vous?
Jo, danke.
Ici Learjet 5 Alpha Juliette, contrôle Paris, m'entendez-vous?
Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Approach Seneca 892 Tango Foxtrot 7,500 for 3,000.
Flaps 2. Speed check.
Seneca 892 Tango Foxtrot Savannah approach. Good morning. Savannah altimeter 30.09er. Expect the ILS runway 1 approach into Savannah.
Eurowing 3 Charlie, Foxtrot, contact Provence Tower on 123.725.
$2,500. 2,500. 2,500.
Flaps 3. Speed checked. Flaps 3. Flaps full. Speed checked. Flaps full. Get down. Contact Provence Tower on 123.725. Eurowing 3 Charlie Foxtrot. $1,000. Provence Tower, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot on final.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, Provence Tower, winds 125 at 11, runway 31 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 31 right, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot. Checked. Landing checklist. IK memo, landing no blue, landing checklist complete. Menu flights. $400.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Manual braking.
American 324, LaGuardia Tower runway 22 is approved for departure. Please hold short of runway 22.
Bow Tower, Egypt Air 852. Ready for depart on runway 7 right.
Eurowings 3 Charlie, Foxtrot. Welcome to Provence. Contact ground on 121.905.
Egypt Air 8.
Contact ground on 121.905. Thank you and goodbye. Wings 3 Charlie Foxtrot.
We asked for runway 31 and we got runway 31 earlier. We need runway 31, American 324.
Provence ground, Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, vacated runway 31, request taxi to the gates.
Eurowings 3 Charlie Foxtrot, taxi to 1B2A via Delta 3, Charlie 4, Charlie Fiat, Charlie 6, Golf 6. Good day.
97 Victor Alpha, read back, correct?
Taxi to 1 Bravo to Alpha via Delta 3, Charlie 4, Charlie 5, Charlie 6, Golf 6, Eurowings 3, Charlie Foxtrot. Thank you.
To runway 25 via Mike Hotel November Alpha, Eurowings 5 uniform.
Eurowings 5 uniform, taxi to runway 25 via Mike Hotel November, Alpha approved.
Aero Mexico 1195, pushback approved, tail northwest.
What's the current active runway at Marseille, my friend?
The current active runway at Marseille is 31R. Make sure to check the latest ATIS for any updates.
Quebec ground, AVMX245, ready to IFR clearance, ready to copy.
AVMX X-ray 245, Quebec ground, information Victor is current. Cleared to Hill Air Force Base. After departure, fly radar vectors to Olavo, then as filed. Departure runway 06. Initial climb altitude 4,000 feet. Departure on 124.0 squawk 5125.
Clear to Air Force Base after departure, fly radar vector Olavo, then as filed. Departure runway 06, initial climb 4,000. Departure on 124.0 squawk 5125.
AVMX X-ray 245, read back correct. ATR Alpha Bravo Charlie, Vancouver ground, taxi to gate 21 via hotel. Juliet Alpha. Have a great day, huh?
IT Arrow 22 Golf, Bologna ground, taxi to Apron 2, stand 218, via Charlie, Delta, Tango, Tango Whiskey, Zulu. Good day.
Ground 1092 Victor Alpha, request pushback and start, stand 1.
1097 Victor Alpha, pushback and start approved from stand 1, face southwest. ATR Alpha Bravo Charlie, taxi to gate 7 via Delta 2, Delta Hotel Juliet, Juliet Bravo. Progressive taxi approved. Have a great day.
Pushback and start approved from stand 1, face southwest. Thanks. 1092 Victor Alpha.
Ground, Airlines to Bravo, requesting push and start, stand 171.
Airlines to Bravo. Push and start approved. Face northeast.
Push and start approved. Northeast. Airlines to Bravo.
ground Cherry 888 with information whiskey. We're going to request the IFR to Echo Delta Delta Golf.
Cherry 888, information whiskey is current. Cleared to Muenster via the VIVK1 Echo departure, then as filed. Departure runway 10, initial climb 8,000, departure on 118.5 squawk 2437.
Departure on 118.5 squawk 2437 for Cherry 888.
Cherry 888, read back correct.
The doors verified.